Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Lisa. I hope you're all having a wonderful and creative day. And today I thought I'd do some random ephemera making. And I'm going to be inspired by colorful. So if you saw a couple videos ago where I made these, I like to call them topper rafts because it looks like a raft. And I made a purple one for the purple series that's coming next after the red series is done in August. And I was thinking I still have a bunch of stuff from all the color journals that never fit into it. So I had just a random mishmash of stuff. So I thought, well, I should probably just end up making just another colorful, every color kind of journal. And then this can be the topper for it. So I thought I would make some ephemera that could possibly go into these and do some happy, colorful ephemera. So I have my box of bases here. I have these. And I just pulled a couple things that are colorful. I've got these colorful washi tape book, and then this colorful swishes things, and I've got some of the washi tapes that I made with the alcohol ink, and I got a couple other ephemeras. This is, I think, called Arty Art from the Junk Journal Studio, I think. I forget. If somebody wants to know when they see something, I can try to link it. I had some other colorful stuff. I got some butterflies and some travel stuff and stuff from Hobby Lobby. So I just have a whole bunch of different things that are just a little bit colorful. So I thought I'd just have a little bit of a play and see what I can make. And I definitely think I'll be using these because there's definitely some fun colorful stuff in here to make some things. So that could be fun to start with. Yellow floral's fun. We'll see. Colorful bird. Okay, let's start with those things and see where we can go from there. I have two birds? I do have two birds. Okay. All right, so one of the other reasons why I thought it would be fun to do some colorful stuff is it has been raining around here for the past couple of days, so it has been dreary, and I'd really like it to not be dreary. So we're going to go with that. Well, that's got some purple in it. That could be fun for the next journal, actually. That's got some flowers on it that are colorful. That's colorful. That's colorful. That's kind of colorful. I have these. Aren't those fun? Okay, well, you know, I always pull out more than I need or want or can do, so let's go from there. All right, so the other thing I was thinking of, that could be pretty on there, was, ooh, you can go on here. Let's see how that goes. Okay, let's get some background stuff out and go from there. So the other thing that I wanted to mention was a little story I have about my Etsy store as I'm doing all this stuff. I had not yet a customer yet, she's thinking about buying something, reach out to me to tell me that she saw one of my items on a whole bunch of other pages like that, or stores, that they copied and pasted this one item I sell, and she was looking into it, and she could tell that she thought it was mine. That frog's cute. She thought it was mine because I had a bunch of people favorited it and a bunch of reviews, and these other two stores she had found had like no reviews, like 24 sales for the whole store, and I've got, you know, thousands of sales. And so she contacted me and she says, you know, I think that somebody stole your stuff. So I looked into it, and I'm like, yeah, they for sure stole my stuff. So you can report stores on Etsy who steal your stuff. Well, comes to find out that 5 different stores had stolen the same item, verbatim. Took all my pictures, and I mean, I guess you can go to my store to figure it out here, but it is a dog collar. It's a memorial dog collar that people buy. You can they put your pet's collar in there, and it's got a saying. And I made them January of 2003. That's when I started selling them. And the one on the main photo is Shelby, and Shelby was one of my dogs, and it's literally her collar. It's got a Blackhawks collar. If you know, I'm from Chicago, so it's mine. It's her collar, and it's mine. So on these 5 different stores, I see her picture there. So not only is it they're stealing this stuff, I don't have a glue stick. Oh, there it is. They're stealing this stuff, but I mean, it's my dog. Like, how sad that was. Some of the other ones were just mock-ups from other people. I had taken pictures before they got sent out years ago. But literally, it's my dog. So I'm like ticked. So I go to report them. Come to find out, she told me about 2 of them. I found, like I said, 5 of them. So I contacted all of them to have them remove it. And I'm thinking, you know, it's 5 different stores. Well, I get the same canned response from back out of 4 of the stores with the exact same copy and paste reason. So sorry, we'll take it down. So, you know, it's the same person, the same scam artist who is literally just copying and pasting people's hard work and trying to sell it on their own. Now, I have no idea, and the lady came back to me, she's like, you know, what would they sell? And I'm like, I have no idea what they would sell. You know, I've heard stories about people that, you know, they'll list a picture, and then all they'll do is they'll send, like, they'll do a picture of it. Like, mine is, you know, wood signs, literally carved from, you know, 1/4 inch wood. Ends up being almost an inch thick when it's done. Cut by a laser, and they end up sending, like, they Photoshop a picture and send them a picture, and this is what they get. Or it's, you know, cheap out of cardboard or something, or whatever they end up doing, because there's different things that people do. So I don't know what they would end up doing, because they had no reviews. I can't say that they would have ever use a color pencil to make a little antenna. I cut the wing off, but I give them antennas. There we go. So I don't know what they would have ever sent. I mean, maybe they do have a laser and are going to cut it, but I could tell that these 5 stores that appear to be just one person, they copied and pasted a whole bunch of other ones that I could tell. The pictures are different. You can tell, like, all mine from this one thing is the same setup. Like, you could tell it's from the same person. You could tell different styles, different pictures. So, my ask to you is, if you ever go buy from Etsy, is think about it before you buy from somebody, because there are some definite scammers out there who, and who knows, like I said, they might just take the money and run after people buy stuff, and then they just never ship it. Hard to say. Or they're going to ship inferior stuff, and you won't know until after you get it, and when your money's gone, whatever. But if you're going to buy something from Etsy, take a look at the other pictures and see. The interesting part is when I first found them, they were listing it. My signs, I think, are $28 to start. So they made their signs, I think it was $58 or $59. And I'm like, well, that's kind of crazy. Like, that would be a red flag. But what they ended up doing was they ended up cutting the price and selling it half off, so that it was $27.50. So whatever double $27.50 is, that's what they originally listed as, and they made it half off, $27.50. So my $28 item was more expensive than their $27.50 item. So you knew right away that they were leaning toward a scam at that point. That's cute with that. Just by how they, you know, set up their store. So, I mean, I profusely thanked the lady. I appreciated it. Who knows? Like I said, they've taken it down. I'm gonna wait a couple days and go back and check to see if they've relisted it. Maybe change the pictures or something, or did something about it. I mean, there's a ton of people that sell dog collars. I am not the only one. I'm not gonna say that mine is it, but yeah, just don't steal people's stuff. So that was another reason why I wanted something bright and cheerful, because I kind of was disheartened by the whole situation that, you know, these people would do this, and they don't care, you know, they're just, so I did report them to Etsy, but they had taken him down already. So I don't think Etsy's gonna do anything about it, which is a shame too, because they're blatantly stealing people's stuff, and you think they would be taken down, but hopefully there's other people that they're stealing from will find their stuff and take them down. But that's my rant. And there's my cheerful butterfly. I do like it. It's pretty. I like it. Okay. Let's focus on these, Lisa. Right? But I had to. I just had to say something that hopefully, I like all the colors with that for sure. All right, let's go that side. Yep, let's do that. So, yeah, I'm not gonna try to, you know, dissuade you from buying, you know, stuff from Etsy, thinking they're all scammers, but there are some definite hardworking people out there who are making stuff, trying to, you know, support a family, however, whatever, and people just come in and want to take everything. You're a little too red, but I think you might be able to go on something else. Should I get my alcohol markers out to color? I think I shall. All right, let's go with light blue. A lot of blue in that. There we go. A lot of blue in that bird. And randomly color it. I think it's kind of fun to do a random color of it. Get ink on my finger. Yeah, that's cute. I like that. All right, and all right, let's see if we can add a little bit of a little bit of a swoosh. It's see-through, but it's fun. And I think we'll add one stamp up here when the bird is glued down. Okay. Yeah, so sorry about my ranting, but I mean, last night when this all was coming into play, and I was just finding out about it, I mean, my blood pressure, I could tell my face was red, my blood pressure was raised. I was not a happy camper. I mean, I like literally was shaking when when she first contacted me. Yeah, so I'm not sure if the person does watch my channel. I do know that there are some people that watch my channel and have bought from Etsy before. So if you're the person that did that, no, and I did say it in my comment back to you, you know, I truly am appreciative how you took the extra step to investigate and really look into it, and not just take and do the cheaper version. Not that it's hugely cheaper, but still. All right, we're gonna do blue because lots of blue accents, I think. Yeah, cheerful. I like it. Okay, moving on. All right, I'm not much a fan of that anymore. I do like that. Okay, so we are going to, I think this was made off of, it almost feels like a waterproof board, but I don't know if it was or not. All right, so I need my big rounder. Oh, I'm trying in front of my face. I mean, everybody needs a little frog journal card, don't they? I'm just gonna nip the corners. Not grunge it too much, but just enough to give it a little vignette of color. All right, so I think I put a little bit more of this on there. On top there. All right, Monsieur Froggy. Yes, I like the frog. I like the frog. All right, he's gonna get a nice long number. Like a convict. And ooh, probably some bright green. And I'm sure there's people out there that are like, you could do so much more with those alcohol markers than you're doing. I just color in tags, but I like how they come out. Looks like there was a half stamp number at the end, so we're going to get rid of that. Okay, that'll go up there. And I feel like I should have something that goes down there. And I'm wondering if I just stamp some like words in a fun color. All right, let's do a little Uncharted Mariner. And I think this goes. Yeah, that's cute. Okay. All right, let's glue this on with this. I think that's all we need. Yeah, he's cute. I keep forgetting I have this bright washi tape too, but I guess I stuck that sticker there. All right, next one. We'll add some washi. All right, so this one's not as bright, but it's still cheerful with the sunflower. I like sunflowers, they're cheerful. Okay, I am not totally sold. I just need something with a little bit more yellow. All right, let's see what those two, let's see what these two hold as an option. I really like that. Nope, I like that. Okay, we're gonna go with this one. Just get rid of the bit of the white on the edge. I didn't cut that very well. Okay, so let's find some colorful washi tape that we can use for this. Should have known yellow was in the front, right? All right. Okay, let's glue that down. Probably should have done something with the edges on these. Let's round them. It's not the thickest card, but it will do as a journal card. Okay. I'm thinking I don't want yellow. There's a lot of yellow. Let's go back tone to green. Now, unfortunately, this was bought at Joann Fabric, so I can't even say, oh, you should go check it out, because we all know what happened to them. So just and I may have put a little boo-boo tape on top of that. Yep, let's do that. Okay. A little thicker, so our glitter glue it, and well, this has been fun. I still have some stuff I pulled out I haven't used, using all this chipboard stuff. But isn't that how it goes? You pull out a bunch of stuff and you don't totally use it. I don't know if any of those make sense. These aren't as bright and cheery, but they are some floral things. Oh, I kind of like that. I like that. Let's go there. It's a little darker, but there's a lot of darker green. Whoops, don't stick. A lot of darker green on the leaves of the sunflower. Okay, and I just need some sort of number or something right there. And could use my little chipboard ones, but I'm thinking one of these will do good. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. All right, so I've got a couple more things here. This has got stamps on it, and it looks like it needs to be trimmed. These were whack and sticks I did a long time ago, and I never really trimmed them after I made them, but sometimes when you when you make whack and stacks, the background shows a little bit because they're not, it's hard to rip them exactly so that they will match or touch, and that's better. All right, here are more tags, so we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put a bit of a go. Center. There we go. Yep, not centered. I have such a bad time centering things. I don't know what I look at really, but it is what it is now. I mean, I could cut it down or put something on top of it. Cover it up, but it's okay. Oh, I had that laying on my desk. That's perfect for this. Okay, we gotta figure out what can go with that. Okay, that is, what is this? Oh, this is, I know what this is. This was paper and washi tape that I stuck to that carpet tape to make as a background cluster. I grabbed this as I saw colors. I wasn't really paying attention to what colors there were, or what it was. I didn't realize it was the washi. Clear stickers. Oh, I gotta play with this a little bit more. I think there's too much pink on there. That has a bunch of purple on there. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. I doubt there's any purple. There's a lot of greens in here. Kind of hoping there'd be something sort of purpley. There we go. Seek and ye shall find. Okay, so put that on there. And the ticket. And a little bit of purple papers. I can rip a little bit. All right, I think I want something more with shapes. And okay, so this just needs to be trimmed down a little. And I am not going to paint it with the alcohol marker because being the tissue paper, I'm not sure what it would do. So I don't want to totally not jinx it, but yeah, that's fun. I did, that was the carpet tape, my clear carpet tape that I have, and I put white tissue paper on there and then stamped it with the archival. So it's almost see-through. I've done that with the tissue paper that I stamped that you glue on. But this I had put it on the carpet tape, so it just made it become a sticker versus something I have to glue. So that was fun. And I kind of forgot about those, so yay for finding stuff I had forgotten I had. Okay, I don't want to cover that up too much, so let's bring that down. Bring that down a bit, and we'll put that. Come on, little guy. Like 100 little bumps to grab off of, but none of them want to peel. There we go. Okay, and this guy just needs to be trimmed and straightened a little bit. Okay. Let's get rid of the white edge and glue this down. Purple, 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 where are you? Purple. Just want to add something just to kind of put a little base on that. Not a fan. That's a little better. It seemed too repetitive going sideways. Yeah, not too bad. Even though the hole in the top is not centered. Yeah, cute. All right, we got one more. Should we do one more? Got this flower thing. That could be fun. Let's round. All right, let's see what this. No, don't stick. It's very sticky, by the way. Now, we're going to put it on this side. It kind of makes sense that the flower's hanging off there. And then we can always put something across there. Okay, these aren't totally bright, but there are ones that are a little bit brighter. Green, yellow, and blue. I like that. I don't mind that. Let's do that, and we'll put some sort of label down there. Yeah, I think I can go with that. You're too red. That'll work. Let's go with the fabric label, and move that up just a little bit, and we'll call that one good. Well, I appreciate each and every one of you that sticks around with me to the end here, watching all my fun little pretty colored, hopefully a little bit more joyful tags. I'll cut that off. And listening to my little rant earlier. I know there'll probably be some people who be like, just craft, don't rant, but it was something I needed to say. And I have a feeling a lot of you do shop on Etsy and would want to support the correct people. So, all right, you are going to be, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I do not mind using art glitter glue for fabric swatches or pieces. It seems to work very well for me. You can use Fabri-Tac, but I have seen in the past where sometimes Fabri-Tac will sort of shine through and change the color of something. Give it like a halo effect, shadow effect, and no one wants that. So you see I don't have any problem with the art glitter glue going down for there. And I think a little pink swash could be kind of fun. Oh, I gotta cut it. Okay, I feel like I should add one more thing, but I don't want to add a number because I have a number already. How about a butterfly? I pulled those out because they're colorful, and I didn't add a single one of them. Okay, we're doing it. Does it totally make sense that there is a hotel and a butterfly? Maybe not, but I like it. Okay. I think we're gonna say that this was successful random ephemera. Put the extra guys away here, and again, if you want to, I remember it's already art for this collection. I've used a lot of big pages. This was just the ephemera that was left over from it, but I'm sure I will be able to use it whenever I do this colored journal, so I'm looking forward to that. Oops, forgot one. So yeah, if anybody wants to know, I think it's Junk Journal Studio is sticking out in my mind. It's not the norm that she does. It was kind of an outlier, but I really liked it. There's some beautiful pages in there. All right, let's show these up close and personal, as they say. Get those out of the way and see how many we got done. Okay, fun tag. I like it. And then one for the purple journal, because of course I have to do one for the purple journal. And this one's not as bright, but sunflowers are definitely cheery. I like it. And Monsieur Frog, very fun. I like the spludge of the stamp down there. Looks like he might have done it himself. Definitely fun. And the pocket with the bird. And the color swatch is kind of fun. It just seems like it's, if you don't see the shadow part, it just seems like the paper's been inked. And the first one we did, I wish I would have moved it up a little bit more, but I might end up putting this in the purple journal too, because it's got a lot of purple, but we'll see. Again, got probably that rainbow-ish journal coming. So 6 tags, not too shabby. All right, that's going to be it for me today. I appreciate each and every one of you that has stopped by, and as usual, I hope you all have a wonderful and creative day. Bye now.